And the Lord said to Moses, "Cut out 2 tablets of stone like the first ones, and I will write upon the tablets the words that were in the first tablets which you broke. And be ready in the morning, and come up in the morning to Mount Sinai, and present yourself there to me on the top of the mountain. And no man shall come up with you, neither let any man be seen throughout all the mountain. Also, do not let the flocks nor herds feed before that mountain." And he cut out 2 tablets of stone like the first ones. And Moses rose up early in the morning, and went up to Mount Sinai, as the Lord had commanded him, and took in his hand the 2 tablets of stone. And the Lord came down in the cloud, and stood with him there, and proclaimed the name of the Lord. And the Lord passed by before him and proclaimed, the Lord God, merciful and gracious, long-suffering, and abundant in goodness and truth, keeping mercy to the 1,000th generation, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, but who will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children and upon the children's children to the 3rd and to the 4th generation. And Moses made haste and bowed his head toward the earth and worshipped. And he said, "If now I have found grace in your sight, O Lord, I pray you, let my Lord go among us, although it is a stiff-necked people, and pardon our iniquity and our sin, and take us for your inheritance." And he said, "Behold, I make a covenant. Before all your people I will do marvels such as have not been done in all the earth, nor in any nation. And all the people in whose midst you are shall see the work of the Lord, for it is an awesome thing that I will do with you. Observe that which I command you this day. Behold, I drive out before you the Amorite, and the Canaanite, and the Hittite, and the Perizzite, and the Hivite, and the Jebusite. Take heed to yourself, lest you make a covenant with the people of the land where you go, lest it be for a snare in the midst of you. But their altars you shall destroy, their images you shall break, and their groves you shall cut down. For you shall worship no other God, for the Lord, whose name is jealous, is a jealous God. Lest you make a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go whoring after their gods, and do sacrifice to their gods, and call you, and you eat of his sacrifice. And lest you take from their daughters for your sons, and their daughters go whoring after their gods, and make your sons go whoring after their gods. You shall make no molten gods for yourselves. You shall keep the feast of unleavened bread. You shall eat unleavened bread 7 days, as I commanded you, in the time of the month Abib. For in the month Abib you came out from Egypt. All that opens the womb is mine, all firstlings of male livestock, of oxen or sheep. But the firstling of a donkey you shall redeem with a lamb. And if you do not redeem it, then you shall break its neck. All the firstborn of your sons you shall redeem, and none shall appear before me empty. You shall work 6 days, but on the 7th day you shall rest. In plowing time and in harvest you shall rest. And you shall observe the feast of weeks, of the firstfruits of wheat harvest, and the feast of ingathering at the year's end. 3 times in the year shall all your males appear before the Lord God, the God of Israel. For I will cast out the nations before you, and enlarge your borders. Neither shall any man desire your land when you shall go up to appear before the Lord your God 3 times in the year. You shall not slaughter the blood of my sacrifice with leavened bread. Neither shall the sacrifice of the feast of the Passover be left to the morning. The first of the firstfruits of your land you shall bring to the house of the Lord your God. You shall not boil a kid in its mother's milk. And the Lord said to Moses, Write these words for yourself, for in accordance to these words I have made a covenant with you and with Israel. And he was there with the Lord 40 days and 40 nights. He neither ate bread nor drank water. And he wrote upon the tablets the words of the covenant, the 10 Commandments. And it came to pass, as Moses was going down from the mountain of Sinai, the 2 tablets of the testimony being in Moses' hand as he went down from the mountain, Moses did not know that the skin of his face had become luminous through his speaking with him. And Aaron and all the children of Israel saw Moses, and behold, the skin of his face had become luminous, and they were afraid to come near him. And Moses called to them, and Aaron and all the rulers of the congregation returned to him, and Moses talked with them. And afterward all the children of Israel came near, and he commanded them all that the Lord had spoken with him in Mount Sinai. And Moses finished speaking with them, and he put a veil on his face. But when Moses went in before the Lord to speak with him, he took the veil off until he came out. And he came out and spoke to the children of Israel that which he was commanded. And the children of Israel saw the face of Moses, that the skin of Moses' face had become luminous. And Moses put the veil upon his face again until he went in to speak with him.